Well, today is September 28th, 2023, and rained last night, I think, or it's a heavy dew this morning. Anyway, I don't know if it rained, but anyway, everything's wet. Uh, and today I'm going to put my canopy on. I got a new one. I'm going to take that green thing. I had that on top of the canopy because the canopy was getting old, and I was trying to shield the yellow canopy, the old one, from from the sunlight to make it last longer, which it did for a little while. But this one here held up pretty good. This is a cloth. I think the canopy was like a canvas. Anyway, I'm going to take that green thing off, and then I got my 3 bars that go across the top. I need to thread the canopy onto those, and then attach them to the top of the canopy. Well, we'll see how this works. And I replaced I had a bunch of plastic on top of the covering the seat. I should have showed you the sheet. I should have recorded the seat before I covered it up. But I sold my 2016 Ford Fiesta yesterday, and I took my seat covers off the front covers, the front seats, and I'm using them here. See if that help protect the seat. It's got a yellow seat on it, but like I said, it's old and it's got a few cracks in it. But I try to protect it as best I can, so I don't have to buy a new one. But anyway, I got a little cushion underneath there, underneath that thing. At those seat covers, I got both. Actually, I got both seat covers on there. They don't fit the arms. The arms of this seat, the short arms, kind of interfere with the seat cover for that I took off the car. But I'll make it work. Uh, I'll make it work somehow. It's something to protect the seat, basically. Anyway, onto the onto the canopy cover. I gotta replace it. Well, this is the cover that I'm putting on. Canopy cover. I guess you could. Some people call it an umbrella, but an umbrella is a different shape. This is a canopy, sunshade cover. Anyway, I'm ready to start. Well, I got the thing out of the box. Took me a few minutes to figure it out. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna get my the 3 bars that I gotta thread the ends, and I think the middle is not threaded. The 2 end ones are threaded into, not threaded, but inserted into the canopy ends, and the middle one I think just lays on canvas, lays on top of it. Oh, let's see. I set this up on the back of the truck so I can get a better view of it. Okay, the middle bar wasn't threaded or wasn't inserted into the ends of the canopy. The canopy just lays on top of it. But the end ones, I gotta open this cover up and find the ends that there's a slot that each bar on the end goes into, because there's snaps on there. There's snaps on there that snap to the bar itself somewhere. Or no, it snaps to the snaps are on top of that's on top of the canopy up there. Snaps on the cover, snaps to those right there. There. I think there's one up there, and there's one up there. And same on the other side. Like I said, I gotta take that green thing off before I put it on, but I'll get to that. I wanna put the canopy on the tubing first. Okay, let's get that done. Well, I got the old stuff off. It was pretty rotten, and then I'm gonna unfold that, and thread 2 of those tubes to on the ends. Well, got it laid out. You can see the The middle one, there's nothing to insert it to, like on here. This has to go inside this little thing, opening. There's an opening here, and there's a snap that goes on to the other section. And this has got a little curve to it too. It matches this curve here. Same thing over there. I'm going to insert them now. These two on the ends anyway. Hope it ain't too hard. I've done it before, but it's been a while. Yeah, I got them in. Okay, the next step is I gotta remove that green thing, and then after I remove that green cover or green cloth there, I'm going to I think I'll put the middle one on first. Yeah, I'll put the middle one on because it's independent, and then the canopy cover drapes across the middle one, and then I can attach the two side ones or two end ones. Okay, let's see how this works out. Well, I'm going to remove that green thing first. Yeah, this canopy's got a little tore up. Every once in a while I hit a tree limb and it bends some of the parts. But I keep it together because I don't want to buy the new thing. I think I got one somewhere because one time I was ordering the canopy. I couldn't find the canopy by itself, so I wound up ordering a whole new set of brackets too, which I didn't need. They must be around. I must have them stored somewhere just in case I need them. But anyway, I'm going to keep using my old ones. They're working, so let's go with that. I thought I'd get another view from this side. Yeah. Yeah. When I put them on, I'll have to like move those. There's a connection right there and there on each side, and I push them up, and then two sides come in, so it's easier to hook up. But I'll do that later. I just explained where I got this green cover. It was I used to work at a auto parts supplier. We molded plastic bumpers and we painted them. And after they were painted, they put these covers on them while they're still on the paint line. After they were painted, and so when they took the parts off, there was just a shell of the bumper. There was nothing inside of them yet. It was a shell of the plastic bumper, but it was painted. And I think they put them on. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think they put them on after they were molded too, before they were painted. Yeah, I'm thinking they. Yeah, yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, they did. I remember now. I worked in molding for a little while, for like the first year. But anyway, they put the covers on they call them raw parts, unpainted, and then they took them off when they put them on the paint line, and then when they came off the paint line, they put covers back on again to protect the part from getting scratches and things, scuffs, whatever. Anyway, after a while, when they discontinued the certain kind of cover because it's made specifically for a certain part, certain bumper, front and rear, and front or rear, and after they stopped using them, they instead of just getting rid of them, they give the workers or the employees a chance to bid on them if somebody wants to buy some. So I bought a few just for this type of purpose, just to cover stuff up. Okay, they don't fit very good or anything else, but I used them to cover up the canopy when it was starting to get holes in it. Anyway, that's what these came from. This is how much they got faded while they were on top of the canopy. The sun really does a lot of damage to materials. That's why I'm going to figure out a way to protect this new canopy I'm putting on, at least for a little while, so I don't have to buy a new one so often. Okay, let's go back to putting the canopy. Well, I'm down to the skeleton now, or the framework, support framework, and I'll see if I can get those attached. Now, normally I would squeeze those in, but the bracket part is it bounces around a lot when I'm driving, because it just moves a lot. So back and forth, slide back and forth. So I got it anchored with some string just to hold it in place while I'm driving the tractor. But I may have to loosen one of them up to get them to put that canopy on. I'll find out. I might have enough. Put it this way, I might have enough room to get those connected without removing the strings. Okay, we'll see. Okay, I'm ready to put it on. Just recording from different angles. Yeah, here's another angle. And one more angle. And another. Okay, let's see if I can put that on now. Well, I put the center one in because canopy just rides on top of that. So now I'm going to try to put the front one in first. Yeah, because that's going to be the easiest. Well, I'll put the back one in first. Yeah, because that way I can finish up. So I may have to pull it really tight to get to go in. And if I can't, if there's not enough, what's the word I want to use? Slack. If there's not enough slack in the supports for me to hook them up, I'll have to loosen some of the strings. Okay, let's get the back one on now, and I'll move it over the top too. Yeah. Oh, I got that part done. I had to figure out which side the snaps are going to snap on. Make sure I didn't have it upside down, because the snaps have to snap into those. When it's done, those snaps have to snap into the one on there. So I got it right. I think I got it right. Now I'm going to hook up the back end. Okay. Let's go over there. Yeah, I need to pick that up. Try to slide them on there. I should have enough slack for that, but then when it comes to the front, I may have to loosen some of them strings to get enough room to hook them up. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, I think I can. Hopefully I won't have to loosen any strings, but I will if I have to. Yeah. So the one on the back I'm sure I can pull it till it hooks up. But the one in the front here, that's the one that I may not have enough slack to get those hooked up. We'll see. Because it's pretty tight when it's on there. Pretty tight. Well, I had to untie some strings. I got the back one hooked in the pipes. But for some reason I got that one attached to the snap over there, but for some reason I can't get this one to snap in. I wonder if it's on backwards. I'm going to go ahead and put the other side on and see what happens. Well, I got it stretched out. I'm not sure if I put it on right, but I think I did. But I said this side, I was able to get this side snapped in first. But then when I went to the other side, yeah, this side snapped in on all three brackets. But let me go to the other side. Yeah, looks good. Looks good on this side. But there's no way I can snap them in on the other side. The canvas is too tight. Even when it wasn't, even when I didn't have it tight, I couldn't snap them in. See? I got the center one snapped. I was able to snap that before I tightened down the arms. But since I got that side on and tight, and I had that center one snapped, I decided to tighten them all down, see what happens. The canvas just seems like it's too short. It's just, I don't think they made it right. I know I bought the right kind, but it's just too small. But I can live with it as long as it stays that way. It won't rise up in the middle, so it ain't going anywhere. But there's a lot of gap. Yeah, there's no way I could pull that down tight, even when it was loose. I'll go ahead and tighten up the strings now, and then I got something else that I want to test out to see if I can protect this canopy a little bit better. Yeah, it'll work. Main thing is shade on a hot summer day or a hot sunny day. Okay, I got one more thing I want to try to see if I can try to protect the canopy from rotting, because that's what happens. I made the mistake of I leave it during the winter time. When I don't really need it, I untie the strings and I squeeze it all together. I squeeze both sides together and then I wrap it. But I was wrapping it with that during the winter time to keep it from rotting from the sunlight. But I got another plan. I might still use that. I might still use that when I have it squeezed. When I have it squeezed together for like instead of taking it all the way off, I just because I can disconnect it there right above the tractor fender, take the whole unit off. But I don't like to do that. So I got another idea. I'll still squeeze it together and cover everything up for winter storage. But I'd like to leave it on the tractor. All I do is loosen the strings up. Okay, let me get those strings tight and try my other plan. I measured the canopy. It's a 4 foot by 4 foot. So I was thinking maybe I could cover the canopy up, put a covering on top to protect it from the sunlight that I can replace more often besides the canopy. So I was thinking a tarp, plastic tarp. So this is the smallest tarp that I could find, 6 foot by 8 foot. But I mean, that's a little bit bigger than I need, but that's the smallest one I could find. So I'm going to try to adjust it to fit over the top of that canopy and somehow tie it down. Tie it to the canopy. That'll be my exterior cover. It'll protect the canopy from sunlight and so it lasts longer. I'd rather replace this than the canopy. We'll see. I'm gonna see if I can make it fit. Well, this is a 6 foot part. It's 6 foot this way, so when it unfolds, it becomes 8 foot. So I'm thinking since I only need 4 foot, or maybe 6 foot, because I got to drape it over the side. I can let the ends be folded above the canopy, so when I pull it down, well, I'll see. I'll figure something out. Yeah, I think that'll work. I don't know how it's going to fold up, but maybe I won't have to fold it up. Maybe I'll just leave it up for winter. The only thing I'm worried about is the wind. If I get a windstorm, is that going to weather the storm? We'll find out, I guess. It reminds me. It reminds me of the old-fashioned ladies' bonnets in the olden days. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully that'll protect my my yellow canopy from deteriorating. And if that plastic, that's a thin plastic tarp, so if that disintegrates, I'll just replace it. That's easier than replacing, and it's cheaper than replacing the yellow one. I forget what the yellow one costs, but I could look it up. I just forgot. Probably about, I'm just guessing, but maybe around 50 bucks. Hopefully it wasn't more than that. But anyway, I'm going to live with this. I can see up front, and then I can see out the back. The sides I don't really care about. Yeah, actually, sometimes when the sun's going down, the sun, and I'm driving north and south, sometimes the sun will shine in on me on the side. But anyway, that'll do. I'm satisfied. I can live with this. All right, I'm gonna get some different angles. Looks okay to me. I think I got it tight enough. We'll see. We'll find out when it gets windy. Well, now that this is done, I guess I don't have an excuse now for not starting to mow the weeds in the pasture, the tall weeds. And there's the old mower. I think that's my dad's old mower. They stopped using it because it's all rusty, and I think the back wheel fell off, broke off or something. So I don't have a back wheel, but it's okay for me. My brother's got some other mowers. Actually, he's got like two big mowers, but I'm not sure if they'll run on this tractor. His tractors are bigger, and the mowers are bigger too. So I'll just stick with what I can handle with my little tractor. Yeah, maybe I'll after the dew's off, maybe I'll hook that up and give it a test run. I probably got to add some oil to it though. I'm not sure if there's a leak on it or not, but I'll check the oil, make sure it's got enough oil in it, gear oil. And then I got to grease it up, grease the joints, grease fittings, lubricate everything, and see if I can get it running again. I didn't use it at all last year. Yeah, but I better cut some weeds this year. I feel a little guilty for not cutting the weeds. Okay, let me, I'll have to unhook my spear. Yeah, I can unhook that. I'm done with it until I start feeding hay again. But right now for mowing, I don't need it. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Yeah, I kind of like it. I kind of like the blue color. The yellow was almost too bright. Even though John Deere's are yellow and green, I kind of like the blue. Anyway, it's designed. It's only meant to protect the tarp material, the canopy material, from getting too old too fast. Okay, I'm gonna end this now and start preparing for mowing the weeds in the pasture. Better late than never, right? Okay, all right. That's all for this one. See you on the next one. Bye. Well, guess it wasn't the end. I decided to move the tractor from over there that was out in the weather. I'm going to park it over here. That'll protect the canopy and the tarp from the sun. And since I don't have the car here anymore, that's where I was parking the car that I sold yesterday. And it's a good place. Yeah, it's out of the most of the weather. I'm gonna get a look on the outside. Yeah, the canopy barely fit underneath that top board there, and I can only pull up so far because the muffler on the tractor will hit the board on the carport, the low hanging. Okay, but that still fits. The spare sticks out, but it's covered anyway. It's still protected from the rain because of my white PVC pipe. But that's better than from being over there. See, I had to cover the muffler with a old paint can just to make sure no water went in when it rained, and I always had to cover the seat with that piece of rubber. I probably still do that because the rain will still blow in. But yeah, I'll still do that. But looks good. I like it here. I like it here. Yeah. When I bought a truck, not this truck, I had an '85 Ford F-150. Oh, I think I bought it in '95 or somewhere around there. It was like 10 years old when I bought it, so 85. Yeah, it would have been '95 or so. Anyway, my the post that holds up that carport on this front side, I didn't have that at the time. I added this later. I can't remember the year, but I added this later. I could probably look it up with my photos. But that's before I started recording everything. I took pictures, but I didn't make no videos. But see that beam I got in there? I got it added to the outside. Also got one underneath. But it was there. I'd say it was right about there. Yeah. Yeah, you can see the hole. You can see the hole right underneath the sideboard or side thing there on the truck. It's just outside the truck. The little square hole. That's where that other post was. So I had to move that over to there to have room to park my truck. Anyway, I didn't leave enough room for another car to be parked in there. But that's okay. It worked out okay. And this works out pretty good too. I don't have the car no more, so I might as well park the tractor here. Protect it. It's got value too. You know, I was just thinking, I've been holding off on buying tires. Ooh, it looks like that tire's higher, but it's actually the ground. The ground is higher there. I just noticed. Yeah. But anyway, now that I sold that car, I got some money to replace those tires. Put some new tires on. I've been wanting to do that for years. They're bald. There's no tread left on them. Although all I use the tractor for mostly right now is feeding hay bales and a few other things. Like I said, I'm going to mow with it, but I'll mow with it before I can mow with it even with the tires like this. But now that I got some money, I can afford to buy some new tires for it. So I'm going to have to look into that. Get a price for 2 rear tires, and they'll have to come out. They'll have to come out and replace them, change them. They got a big truck that they can do that with. I had it done one time before. I don't know. I didn't replace the tires. I think I had to replace something on the inside, inner tube or something, because it was one of them leaking. And then at that time, I had the tractor parked over by the red shed, and they changed it right there. They brought everything that they need, jacks, supports. I don't even remember what tire it was. But anyway, that'll be another project coming up once I get around to doing that. Unless I spend the money on something else. I hope not. Okay, this is all. This is all. Yeah, this works out pretty good. This works out good. Yeah. Yeah, this works out real good. The canopy's protected. The whole tractor's protected. And then the water that drips down, it's still going to hit that white pipe. So even if it gets wet, it's okay. All right, I can live with this. That's an improvement. That's an improvement. Yeah. 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 I like it. That way, when I go out to do some work on the tractor, it's right here. Of course, I'll have to walk around the front to get to the truck, but that's okay. I was walking around the back of the car to get to the truck, so now I can walk around the front of the tractor to get to the truck. Either way, the same amount of steps. Yeah, I like this setup. I like it. Okay, well, that's all there is. I'm finished. This is the end now for sure. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, doesn't feel too hot today, but there's still a heavy dew. I want to wait till the dew's off. I don't like to mow anything when it's wet, and the grass is still wet. And this will be the end, so I'll catch you on the next one, whatever that might be. Probably the mowing. Okay. I'm going to start on the bottom pasture near the road. That's always my first one, because that's the one everybody sees when they drive by. Okay, I'll catch you on that one. All right, bye.